Hey, what's up guys? This is Scott of ET Database. I want to show you some interesting structures I found on Earth's moon. So hold on tight. Okay guys, this is the first of four structures here. And this one is white, kind of a white ceramic. Pretty cool looking. A little hard to see. The picture is very natural, but if I add a little contrast to it, there you go. It stands out much better. You can see a little bit more of the detail of the surface. It's slightly bumpy in places and not in others, and appears to have some kind of pipe, huge tube going across. Instead of like a cockpit, it has this huge long tube-like object area. And also, it looks like it's broken on this side. So maybe it was damaged and just left here, like a space dump or something. Here is the natural. Here's with contrast. Okay guys, the other structure is here and over here, and there's one down here in just a second. Let me zoom in on this photo a little bit and show them to you so you can see them all in one photo, one area. Okay, there's one here, there's one up here, and there's one over here. Let's focus on these two, which are really good detail and kind of extraordinary. This one looks like a stealth fighter triangle down here. You see the black window in it. And over here you see a dish, a really giant kind of like satellite dish, but it's not a dish, it's a building or a structure, maybe a ship probably. Like a flying disc. A traditional flying disc. So let's look at this stealth fighter one, which is kind of cool. Make it as big as possible there. Let's make it a little bit smaller. It's out of focus. There you go. It's more focused. And it's triangle shaped and has a black pilot area. If we look at the dish looks like this. It's right here. It's very, very bright, so it's hard to see. But I'll add contrast in about 1 minute. Let's come down and look at this last one that appears to be hovering over the surface. Is that hovering over the surface? It really appears to be. Let's add some contrast. Okay, there's the contrast. Compare. Contrast. Kind of cool. Let's go back to the others. And here's the dish with contrast. Doesn't make a lot of difference. It actually looks better without the contrast. And here is the triangle craft, which again looks better without the contrast. Okay, let's look at the other ones. This photo appears to have two, maybe three objects. One big one, partially buried. A second one I could identify, and that's about it, but I'm not sure about the other big structures here. So let's zoom in on the ones I'm talking about right now. It's this one, has an upper deck area, and this one, which has an upper cone area. Now, you can't see that very well, but if I add contrast to it, it's a little bit easier to see, isn't it? Okay, let's enlarge this one. With the contrast, it's a little bit too big. Okay, there you go. You can see the structure. Now, I'm not 100% sure about this one. Maybe it's not a structure, but this one, look at this. Can you see the piping on it and everything? If I let it go, this is natural. Can't see it, but with this, with the contrast, you could really see that there is some kind of cone in the middle, a tubular object with a pipe going here, and pipe going there. It's almost in the shape of a Back to the Future flux capacitor, if you remember that. But kind of neat. I didn't even see that until just now. This kind of looks like part of a structure over here, but it could be just a huge rock. But this one and this one I wanted to point out, ooh, this is something too. Okay, let's keep that and add sharpening to it so we can see a little bit better. Yes, that appears to be another structure right here. Okay, so it's not just these two, this one and this one, it's also this one. Don't think you can see the detail very good on that, I'm sorry. Just caught that by coincidence right now while doing this. So, okay, let's cut out, go to natural, and try the next picture. Now this one appears to be like a huge spike, or the head of a pick, a miner's pick, sticking in the ground, like it landed that way. I think there was a movie, Thor's movie or something, where they had these huge craft that looked just like this, which is really weird. Doesn't look like a rock to me at all. Look how this is standing up. It's totally natural. I didn't do anything to it yet. Yeah, that's right, I said yet. See if we could sharpen that a little bit. Sharpening seems to help a little bit. Okay, how about dehaze? Okay, if I add contrast, kind of see it, but it doesn't help, does it? Okay, but it's still pretty neat object. Let me zoom out. Maybe it's too out of focus because I made it too big. This appears to me to be an object like a structure or a building. Now, I could be wrong, of course. Your opinion might be that it's just a rock, and maybe it is just a rock. But it's unlike any of the rocks I've ever seen in this entire photo. Even the other structures I found were nothing like this. This is very unique, more tower structure-like. So, not really sure about this. It's really strange. Right here appears to be a building complex, a huge building complex. It doesn't look like a spaceship at all, but I'm pretty sure it can pack up and just take off anytime it feels like. Now, it's really hard to focus on this one. It's very small, but pretty awesome. Can't get that much sharper without losing some of the detail. See, if I make it sharp, I lose the detail. Let's get rid of that. If I add a little contrast, what happens? You can still see it quite well, but you can't. It loses focus if I make it too big. This is natural. So it's this structure right here, and you can see a glowing orb in the middle of it, which makes it so unique. But it's kind of interesting to me. Now, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'll make more videos for you very soon. Thank you.